Is it all about the money? I decided to do this video after reading a number of comments on various videos about the girls with the girls. It's all about the money. And I will have a little bit of discussion about that. Yes and no. You know, I think girls and all over the world, and guys to a lesser degree, but they're seeking security, financial security, and if they can't find that through their local people, they move out to into a better paying job with better, more financially secure people, the chance to meet somebody, for instance, in a Cebu Business Park, IT Park, the various central business districts where they have more of the higher paying jobs. And yeah, women all over the world are seeking security. And, you know, do you have a reliable job and education? Are you stable emotionally? So yeah, it's not all about the money. I truly believe that a big portion of Filipinos truly do fall in love, even with they're younger and they with an older, and it's even acceptable. And I have regularly seen uh, much older Filipino men with younger girlfriends and wives as well, in their 40s, 50s, 60s, who have a girlfriend in their 20s or 30s. So it's something that is acceptable in this culture, where many cultures it is not. You know, and I dated a couple of girls in the USA, about 10 years younger than me, and yeah, much more than that. People start questioning you or her, or do you have money, and what's she after? You know. And before I go on with that discussion, the second reason I decided to do this is occasionally I will mention in videos ways to support the family, or ways to support the channel. And watch your head. There's a lot of, if you're walking, there's a lot of low-hanging metal and other things you can run into. And I've got and I'll get a comment occasionally. Oh, it's all about the money, because I have a member site down in the under the video, down in the lower left-hand corner. There's a join button, and you can join. There's two levels. I think one is $2.99, one's $9.99, something like that. And I offer some perks on, especially on the higher paying one, a couple times a month. I put out special videos.
Hello, any winning numbers?
And I take deeper dives into real estate, into risks in the Philippines, into medical and dental, my experiences and observations, different topics I get involved in, sometimes a little more sensitive topics that I really don't want to put out there to the masses. Not like I've got masses of people. You know, I'm very fortunate in that I have a couple thousand very loyal subscribers. I've got, 46,000 subscribers, but a couple thousand that are really quite loyal. And then there's the first comment. I pin the first comment of every video, and it's got a ways to support the channel. There's a PayPal link, and there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. And you can buy 1 coffee or 100 coffees. And they change it so you can even do it on a monthly basis, so you can have it recurring. I used to have Patreon, but it wasn't intuitive to me. It seemed clumsy. It seemed a lot of extra work, and just didn't seem to work for me. So I dropped that. Anyway, and I appreciate the very small. I've got a very small number of people who support the channel in one way or another. I really appreciate that. It all helps. All these cameras and travel to do videos, and editing software. I do pay for my editing software, a number of other things as well. Anyway, getting back to the girls. Yeah, the girls. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I mean, there's you can name very famous people, case after case after case in the U.S. and around the world where people have they've been marriages of convenience. They have been whether it's in the business life, whether it's to move up the ladder, whether it's in the political lifestyle. There are lots of different motivations to have a relationship with somebody, and money certainly is one. And I want to debunk another statement that I hear occasionally, and that is that in the Philippines there's only rich people and poor people. There is no middle class. Absolutely inaccurate statement. There are many people in the middle class here. They've got a relatively nice house, not mansions. You don't need it. That's upper. That's your upper financial people. Friendly people. Everybody sees the camera.
Say hello to the world.
My name is Angelica and then Cherry White alias Anna Rose.
You want to give me your phone number so all the foreigners call you?
Phone number?
No, I'm joking.
I was joking, but I think they were they were ready to give me their phone numbers, so I quickly left. Don't need I can only afford one girlfriend. I don't have the finances, and I don't have the emotional energy to entertain two different girls, two or three or four, like some people I know. Won't mention any names. And yeah, I've had a lot of people comment on my channel as well, saying that they found a middle class lady. The family has got a little business, something, and never asked for any money. They always pay their fair share if they go on a trip, those sorts of things. So there are lots of options. The Philippines is a small country. It is about the size of the state of Arizona or the state of Nevada in the USA. Italy is a little bit larger. I saw it described compared to Latvia, I think, or Finland, one of those countries. Finland, I think, about the same size as Finland. And we've got, whereas Arizona, the state of Arizona in the USA, where I lived many years, has 7 million people.
Not now, I'm just taking some video.
The Philippines, same land area basically, has about 118 million. I've heard 113, 115, 118, but more and more I'm hearing 118 million people. More than 100 million people more than in the state of Arizona or the state of Nevada. Drop 100 million people into your state, into your province, into your country, any place in the world. 100 million extra people, and see what kind of issues you're going to have with feeding them, medical care, educating them, all that type of thing. So you do have a huge number of the populace that is poor, and I think statistics, they do surveys occasionally, and after the pandemic there are I believe I read one of the survey companies here in the Philippines said more Filipinos, I forget the percentage, self-describe themselves as poor now. And obviously the pandemic, the lockdown of 2 years, people lost their businesses, they lost their jobs. Even the poor drove into extreme poverty. But it amazes me. And I was going to do another video called, and I still might do it. The Philippines has changed. Filipinos have changed, and I have changed. Locked down for 2 years. in the prisons, in the jails, they use solitary confinement as a way to break people, as a way to punish people, and whether for whatever the motivations were for 2 years of lockdowns, more and more information is coming out that it did much more harm than could possibly have done in good. And in the coming year and two, I think you're going to find a lot more information about that. But anyway, the point being, yeah, I find the great majority of Filipinos very friendly, quick to smile, quick to stop whatever they're doing, have a conversation, regardless of their age and financial status. They're friendly, tolerant, welcoming. I watched a few videos about Thailand off and on, some news over there, issues over there, and people, different areas of Thailand. They're getting, like many tourist spots around the world, they're getting tired of and having meetings about foreigners acting badly. And they get close to 40 million tourists a year. The Philippines, not too different in size, gets I think around 9 million, less than 1/4 of the numbers. So you don't read about foreigners acting badly here nearly as often as you do in Thailand. You see quite often in Thailand, and they can be from any part of the world, not just Westerners. So getting back to the topic, is it all about money? It's not all about money. Filipinos their culture, they're very caring people. And add that to the fact that it is acceptable in this culture for older men to date younger Filipinas. And I've met a couple of Filipinos that they worked 30, 40 years in the USA, and Filipino males who married American females, and they've come over here, they own a condo here. In fact, one of my friends, I haven't talked to him for a while. He's got a place here, and he's got one in Mexico. I think he bought a condominium in Mexico, and they're spending some time in Mexico as well. There are lots of options, and by the way, I just wanted to let you know I'm walking this particular day. I'm walking, I think it was a Sunday, and I'm walking from SRP, South Road Properties, on the south end of Cebu City metropolitan area, the SM Seaside Mall out there, and I'm walking all the way back to the uptown, through the downtown. This is the downtown area, and I'm walking to the uptown area where I live. Unitop, kind of like a discount store, interesting place. They got those stores all over the U.S. or all over the Philippines. Anyway, there are options. There are many islands. The 11 biggest islands are, you don't have to be confused about 7,000 islands. The 11 biggest islands are where 99% of the people are. And unless you do some island hopping, the other islands aren't a concern. I know guys, a lot of the guys who come here, they find a relationship online before they come or after they get here, and they move to wherever the girlfriend is, wherever her family is, because that's where she wants to live. And I did not date online, did not have those relationships before I came, because I didn't want that to have an effect on where I was going to live. In fact, my main purpose to come to the Philippines was to live here and explore the Philippines and other Southeast Asian countries. And I get these comments. I know why everybody's here chasing those young girls. Well, that was not and is not the prime reason for many. It is for many, but there are a group of us who have other priorities. And yeah, the girls are an added benefit, no doubt. Anyway, looking to see what your comments are, and I know a number of people who came here, met somebody, got married relatively quickly, and they're having a good relationship. Anyway, lots of possibilities here. See you in the next video.